What's up, everyone? Sebastian Castillo here, and I'm coming to you from my new apartment in Minsk, Belarus. So you can see it is decent for one guy. Nice balcony over here. I've hung out some clothes to dry. And I just want to make a quick video here because, look, if you follow this channel, and I've said this before, you're probably smarter than the average person. And take a look here. It's the view from outside. Sorry, I just had to show you. You're probably smarter than the average person. And therefore, you seek out new information and new knowledge, and you're trying to improve your standing in life. You're trying to get some more money. You're trying to become more attractive. You're trying to achieve certain goals that you have set for yourself, right? You want to be a public speaker. You want to run a big company. You want to travel. You want to learn languages. You want to become an artist, a singer, an athlete, whatever it is, right? And you can do a lot of these things. And in your quest, you're going to come across a lot of people, especially on the internet, who seem to know what they're talking about, and they seem to be a credible source for what you are trying to learn. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of the time, it's bullshit. You're gonna find that even the people who seem to know what they're talking about and have a lot of hard evidence that shows what they've been able to do for other people in terms of coaching or education, whatever, and their own results, it still might not be the right thing for you because you're different. Like, I don't want to talk too much about myself on this channel, but if we look at me, for example, I am a citizen of 3 different countries. I have a lot more freedom and mobility than your average Canadian or American. I speak multiple languages. Your average Canadian or American usually doesn't speak any other language besides English, and they don't usually speak English very well either. Your average Canadian or American doesn't make an income on the internet, right? And I'm not saying these things to brag, I'm just saying these are the facts, right? And then we have a whole bunch of other things, like my upbringing, the kind of family that I was raised in, the financial situation I have. All these things make you a unique individual, right, when you think about it. So you have to take all of that advice with a grain of salt. And a lot of the time, unfortunately, a lot of that advice is actually going to waste your time. It's not going to be effective. So to make this video quick and to the point, the only measure of whether advice doled out on the internet or in person or anywhere is actually valuable is if it makes your life better, like very, very quickly. It's clear as day if it's effective or not. Someone tells you, hey, if you want to attract more women, you should 100% wear this kind of shirt. And when you wear this shirt and you go out and speak to women, they're going to treat you a lot better. And if you go out and you do that and you see that it's actually true, then boom, that advice is invaluable. That's great. It's very simple. It's just an example. On the other hand, if you do that, you wear the exact shirt that they were telling you to, same color, same size, all of that, and it doesn't get you the results that they were claiming it would, then the advice is BS. And then they might say, well, yeah, you have to wear that shirt and be in shape. You can't be 300 pounds and expect this to work. Oh, okay. That's another issue. A lot of the advice that's given, and this isn't out of malice or malintent, a lot of these people will give you advice that actually does work, but they neglect to mention some prerequisites that are necessary to make that advice actually work for you, right? So just like this example that I gave. So all in all, I think I've made a video about this before anyways, but be careful who you take advice from, and be real with yourself too when you do implement it, whether you see it on here on YouTube, you read it on X, you you hear it from a friend, whatever it is, you gotta make sure that once like you hear it, you implement it, and if it doesn't work for you, question why that is. And it might lead you to find that it's actually BS and that this person is wasting your time. It's the only thing that you don't get back, right? You can get money back, and you can use money to get better advice, or at least the possibility that you're gonna get better advice. But it's still not a guarantee. So that's all I have to say for today. Test it, be real with yourself, don't waste your fucking time. Because I've wasted a lot of time following shitty advice that if I had just not been so stingy, right, and I'd invested in getting coaching from the right people, or at least some kind of education from the right people who have the right advice, and I don't have to spend hours and hours, years, months to read and watch a bunch of videos, that really I could just get the advice I need for my situation within a matter of days or hours. Well, you can just imagine how life-changing that could be. So hopefully you take this advice and you implement it.